Good morning, I'm Nivareti Manu, and this is your morning news fix for Monday, 10th of June. In this update, a homicide investigation is underway in the Waikato town of Te Kuiti after the death of a baby boy. The 10-month-old was brought into Te Kuiti Hospital on Saturday afternoon unconscious. He could not be revived. Newstalk ZB's Michael Sergel says a post-mortem will be carried out, but the result won't be known for some time.
Police say an initial examination showed the baby boy suffered violent blunt force trauma. They believe these injuries are not accidental.
Librarians are reporting increased requests for books to be banned in New Zealand libraries. The country's Library Association says there have always been individual challenges to particular books, but Freedom of Information Committee Chair Louise Lahette says over the past 3 years, attempts to remove them have become more coordinated.
Quite often now the same book might be challenged across a whole lot of different libraries, and that seems to have come from a group who have identified a book and encourage people to challenge it in their own communities.
A toolkit aims to give librarians guidance on how to respond to these attempts. New Zealand's work, health and safety protocols are under the spotlight and have been labelled disgraceful. A report from the Business Leaders Health and Safety Forum has found a lack of wider planning, a lack of clarity about employers' obligations and an inadequate use of data. Meanwhile, more than 90% of Auckland boarding houses checked for safety and regulation in the past year have failed their inspection. Auckland Council inspectors say 40 of the 44 properties checked for potential risks were found to be breaking the rules. In an annual update to the council, the inspection program says several were homes illegally converted to create the space for more residents at the expense of building and fire safety standards. A second appeal into the Sounds murder trial begins today and will focus on DNA. Ben Smart and Olivia Hope were last seen getting off a water taxi onto a yacht in the Marlborough Sounds on New Year's Eve more than 26 years ago. Scott Watson was convicted of double murder in 1999 following a 3-month jury trial in the High Court in Wellington. Criminal defence lawyer John Munro told Mike Hosking DNA has changed a lot over the years.
We've got 2 hairs in this case that are going to be the subject of some argument, but transference of DNA is much more understandable now.
Greek police have found the body of TV presenter and doctor Michael Mosley in a rocky area of Semi Island. The 67-year-old healthy living advocate, who'd been a prominent face on TV in the United Kingdom and this country, was found yesterday. It ended a 4-day search that included aircraft, drones and sniffer dogs. Europe correspondent Gavin Gray told Mike Hosking Mosley went missing after he didn't return from a walk back to his accommodation.
It's rocky terrain, it's pretty steep, and the temperatures there are quite unforgiving.
And in sport, Carlos Alcaraz has beaten Alexander Zverev in 5 sets to secure his maiden French Open tennis title. Batters are struggling for consistency again on the New York pitch at cricket's T20 World Cup, this time for the India-Pakistan fixture. All Black Akira Ioane will ply his trade in Japan next season. The Storm have resumed top spot on the NRL League ladder victory over the Knights, and squash great Dame Susan Devoy, a winner of 4 World Championships, has been inducted into the Sports Hall of Fame. I'm Nivareti Manu, and that's your latest news fix. We'll be back with the next update at midday from the Newstalk ZB newsroom.